What time is it? Let's see. Ah, here we go. So this is what it looks like whenever I wake up in the morning at my home. Anyways, greetings creatures and humans alike. I am MagiQDog, and tonight we shall be reacting to One Piece Chapter 1112. So, before we continue on, let me check my audio real quick. That sounds fine to me. And, oh my goodness, I do have to apologize for stuff. I wanted to do the stream last night, but unfortunately we had company and I couldn't do the stream. Then I wanted to do it this morning, around 30 minutes earlier, but unfortunately I still had company. Oh man, I really need to get my own place. But anyways, yeah, it has been a long time since we've been back here reacting to a One Piece chapter, and I am so ready to do this reaction. And by the way, I'm also going to do a JJK reaction today. In fact, it's going to be happening around 30 minutes after this stream, so I hope you guys will stick around and check it out. And by the way, I don't know if it may happen again, but if my stream suddenly gets cut off, there's nothing wrong with y'all's devices. It could be just my Streamlab, because it kind of happened to me on my last JJK stream, which unfortunately I wasn't able to save, so I do apologize for that. Of course, if it happens again if it happens again today, which hopefully it won't happen. I really hope that whatever happened last time, it won't happen today. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to get started with the cover story. So the title is called Hard Aspect. It looks like we're continuing on with Yamato's side story. Looks like Yamato is getting ready to leave out and stuff as she's talking to Kimon, and Kimon's like, I'm gonna give you a parting gift if you just do this one thing for me. And he's like super happy, like, yay! Alright, now we are on page 1. Okay, so we are opening up to the ships just having a really hard time with the island still engulfed in flames. And we hear people on the intercoms being like, please come in! We gotta stop all the pacifistas Mark III units! You need to increase the bombardment right now! As we also see some Marine soldiers like, don't let the Straw Hat crew get away! We also see some pacifistas on the ground and stuff as they're already cut up by Ethan Barrow as he continues running in his hybrid form, as he listens to the intercom saying like, don't let Hillary Bonnie escape! I repeat, don't let Hillary Bonnie escape! And he's like, these Marine soldiers, she's only a 12-year-old child. And with that, we're continuing on to page 2. Okay. So, he continues on while galloping away as he says, that girl, to give her the power to destroy countries like that. What a foolish rebellion, Vegapunk. Now then, we now see, oh my goodness, their names escape me at the moment. Kashin and... what's the other giant's name? Oh my goodness, their names are escaping me. Give me a second, because if I don't look this up, I'm going to get really annoyed. Let's see. Okay. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh my goodness. What is their name? I know one of them is Kachin, but I can't remember the other one for the life of me. Oh my goodness, why can I not remember their names? Oimon! Oh my goodness, Oimon and Kachin. I am so sorry, people. But yeah. We now see Oimon and Kachin as they're like, hurry back to the ship! Yeah, some real bad dudes are landing here. We gotta get going, y'all. And the bombardment is still continuing on the island as soldiers are like, don't let them get away! Take all the ships from Elbaf! They're on the northeastern shore! Get them, hurry! Now then, on to page 3 after... Oh my goodness. Ooh, doesn't want to be short. Oh, that's interesting. So Frankie and Red King are about to brawl as they're like, out of my way! I'm not gonna let you pass! As he starts using his steam, but Frankie was able to punch it with a strong right and knocks his head to the side. But this is what's interesting. His arm makes me think of Seth's arm from Zephyr's arm from the movie C. So that's really nice. That's a really good reference. But anyways, on the page 4. Give me a second. Okay. So on the page 4. Okay. Now then. We have Bonnie about to face off against oh my goodness, what is this dude's name? He's the Marine that's got the that's the otter. It's not. Is it Palfian or something? I can't remember. Anyways, she's jumping down facing him as she tells the giant that's holding Kuma, like, please take care of my daddy for me. And he's like, ah, of course, young lady. All the while, the other Marine dude is like, you damn brat. We're not gonna let our military assets end up with the likes of you, so prepare yourself. However, he failed to realize Bonnie's ability as he's like, oh, shit. As Bonnie turns him into like a 10-year-old while telling him like, don't call him a weapon. My daddy is a hero, you big chin, crimson chin looking fella. And she kicks him to the side. Bonnie. I was gonna say that's child abuse, but I forgot she's 12-year-old, so it's more like a brawl. All the while we see Guillotine in the background being like, oh, stop it! You're hurting him! He's just a child now! Anyways, page 5. Oh, we got Punk. Oh, this is interesting. So, back up at the level phase, We see Vegapunk's recording as he's trying to drink some coffee, but it's too hot as it scorches his tongue. While we see Chaka and Pythagoras kind of teasing him and stuff. So we have Chaka saying like, "Aren't you gonna drink that Vega coffee?" Vega coffee. He's like, "Ah, it's too hot. I nearly burned my tongue off. So quiet, you." As Pythagoras is saying like, he means to say that knowingly about Chaka. By the way, we still got 4 minutes left. As Vegapunk trying to drink coffee, like, ah, hot! Now, we see Marcus Mars and York, as he's like, "This is the room?" She's like, "Without a doubt. It was recorded here, but I don't know anything about that, so please don't hurt me." However, I don't know what Marcus Mars did, if it was some kind of, which I think is a beam from his mouth, but he shoots a giant laser destroying the recording. And this freaks York out. Now then, on the page 6. Yeah, we're on page 6 now. By the way, I need to try to fix my camera with my eyes and stuff. Ah, there we go. Now then, on the page 6. Okay. How do they know about streaming? Okay. So, after Mars blasts a hole in the building, York is like, wait, don't do anything else unreasonable. Listen! As they hear the transponding still going on, as either Chaka or Pythagoras says, like, "Stella, since we don't have much time, coffee heat up through the use of thermoelectrical elements is pretty much going to heat the coffee to extreme heat." As she tells Mars, like, "See? Nothing has stopped. If I was Stella, I would hide the streaming transponder cell somewhere else. That way, in case something like this happens, it wouldn't stop it." And Mars is like, Then in that case, I'm going to have to destroy the whole labo." But he gets cut off by York saying, like, "Well, that's pointless too. Tower B floor 2 is a weapon manufacturing floor, and floor 1 is a power plant. And on top of Tower C floor 3, all the high pressure gas cylinders are lined up. And if that blows up, it's going to destroy the whole labo phase, or the whole lab, whichever one. But either way, it's going to blow Punk Record sky high. So it's going to be it's going to make your losses even higher too." And he's getting fed up saying, like, "Then think. You should have the same train of thought as the other Vegapunks, do you not?" Now then, on to page 7. Oh my goodness. That's interesting. Okay. So, York apparently has a bazooka. Never thought I'll see that. But she's like, Of course I'm gonna stop it. If I keep building up these sins, like this, then there's no way I can become a celestial dragon like you guys. Or she says, hang out with y'all. Some country right there. Which, however, Mars ignores this as he looks up at Punk Regger and says, there's a voice of a small creature somewheres. And it seems to be coming from up there. This surprises York, she's like, it's from Punk Reggers? Maybe it's the transponder snail. She holds up her fingers to show like a triangle shape, and she says, this snail is a recently developed one that we made that has a triangular shell shaped like this. And Marth's like, take me to the entryway at once. And she's like, ah, of course, as they fly up there. Now then, on to page 8. Oh, it's Lucy and Kaku. Ooh, for this final mission, fancy. So, we see Stussy looking up, and seeing how everything's in the clear, she talks to Kaku saying like, okay, this isn't the best, but this is great. Looks like he's not considering us a threat. And Kaku's just laying back like, well, that includes us both. By the way, what is that monster? And she full in with some intercom stuff like, well, based on the conversation I just heard, I guess he's one of the 5 elders. And Kaku says like, I thought of that too, but what a horrifying monster transformation he has. By the way, was you abandoned too, Stussy? I almost feel bad for you, but then again, you are a traitor to us as well. However, with her shaking, which this doesn't look good for Stussy, she's like, no, I decided to stay of my own accord. After all, it looks like it's up to me to take on this responsibility of this final mission, which surprises Kaku being like, mission? Now then, on to the next page. Ooh, that's not good. Alright. Hang on a second, guys. Oh boy, morning jitters. Anyways, we now see the whole Punk record as we hear Kaku and Stussy talking like, then they left you behind? I wouldn't quite say that. The barrier dome has to come down the moment the ships escape, so we now cut over to Nami and the others as Edison explains. A request to let down the frontier dome can only be made from inside the command room. Wouldn't be grateful in getting... No, wait. I think, wouldn't be grateful in getting out of here. Safety be the propel way to return the favor, no? Now, we see Nami and Robin talking and stuff as they're like, it's the only way that we can escape, but I don't know, this doesn't feel right. As Robin says, like, In all honesty, it's not certain that the Vega Force 1 would have been able to fly us out in that distance, correct? As Edison's like, yep. If my calculations and according to classical mechanics are correct, the ship would have 100% crashed into the ground. Which freaks out the others like, wait, what? As we see the ship, which now the Sunny is on launch, so that's good. Now on page 9. Edison, no! Wait. So Stussy wasn't going to be able to shut down the Frontier Dome? Okay. So, hang on. Let me explain what's going on right here, and then let me give you my thoughts, because I might have just misread the previous page. So, we have Usopp yelling like, hey guys! All the preparations for the coup de boost are done. Whenever Zoro and the others get up here, we're going to do a super jump to the other side. Although it seems like they may not make it on time, so I'm going to need everyone's hands on deck. Can I count on y'all? As Edison laughs, being like, your crew is quite troublesome. However, I love your perseverance. That's always been a source of miracle, even for a scientist like me. As we see Usopp, Brook, and Lilith listening, as she's kind of like surprised to hear this. She did screams out Edison as Edison starts flying down, as he says, I'll make sure your ship hits the water without fail. So make sure you have faith in me. As he takes external damage simulation, 78%. As he thinks, we're not gonna die. So let's get on out of here as he crashes through the dome, creating pretty much a small hole. So, this is my thought. I thought that Stussy was, okay, no, that wouldn't make sense, because from the way Stussy talked about the Gorosei, she may do a mission that involves keeping them from stopping the transmission from going through. But I also thought that from the tone from the last page that she was going to stop the Frontier Dome. I don't know. I guess Edison's just making extra preparations or something. Which that may seem like an unnecessary sacrifice, but you know, at this situation, you gotta do whatever it takes. Plus, there's like originally 7 Vegapunks, so as long as one of them gets away, I guess it's okay. I don't know. I'm gonna watch Tekking later on to explain it or something. By the way, you guys should totally check out his page, by the way. Anyways, on to page 9, I believe. Whatever page I'm at. Oh my goodness, Luffy! Okay. Now, the ship suddenly starts leaning towards the island as a powerful wind starts being sucked up into the island. And we have soldiers saying like, guys, there's a wind that's kind of sucking the ship towards the center of the island. We don't know what's going on. we now see St. Shoe Peter having his head completely regenerated back as he starts sucking up everything into his mouth, kind of like Kirby. This suction power is so strong that it's keeping Dory and Broggy from moving all that much, as they're like, that's some crazy power that he's got. I can't move forward like this. Even Luffy's like, so he decides to go over towards a building and he's like, you jerk! If you're that hungry, how about you try eating this building instead? As he picks up a building and tosses it at Shoe Peter, causing the building to go right into his mouth. As you can see, like, the top of the building coming out of Shoe Peter's head. Kind of like with Tom and Jerry. I love this. By the way, I'm sorry if my voice doesn't sound that great and stuff. Mornings have never been good for me. But anyways, he's got a building stuck in his mouth. He's like, no, I can't do anything. Now then, on to page 10. Let's see. Hang on, guys. I'm almost done with the reading. Okay, we haven't seen that in a while. So, Shoe Peter ends up crashing down into the ground because of the building stuck to its mouth. And unfortunately, Luffy loses his transformation while the Giants are like, oh, good job, Straw Hat. However, they see him kind of become like a shriveled up old man. He's like, I'm too tired. And this surprises Dory. He's like, what? What happened to you? You turned into some old man. As Luffy lands on his shoulder saying like, all the energy I got from the food I had is gone. And Froggy's like, food, huh? Well, how about you try some of this hot grill? And Luffy's like, oh, what is this? This smells so good. As he starts jumping down on it. As the Broggy explains like, it's fermented shark. Elbaf's emergency food. It's only tasty once you get used to it. But this energizes Luffy as he's back to his normal self as throwing off his muscles. As he's like, that may be, but it gave me enough energy. Yeah! Hang on, guys. Sorry. Now then. We did hear Froggy say like, what a simple body. You're back to your old self now. But Dory looks over and sees Warcurry coming at them. He's like, hate to break the mood, but we gotta get out of here. That giant board is coming this way. But Luffy jumps up, going third gear as he uses Gum Gum Red Rock as he punches the Warcurry's head on the top of his head. Kind of like with Kaido. However, on the page 11, oh, not only can he transform his tusk into blades, but he also got flaming hot skin. That's interesting. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so after Luffy punches Warcry, his hand suddenly engulfs in flames and starts burning as he screams, "Ah, that hurt!" By the way, sorry about the scream. I realize that's too loud. As we see Warcry just giving a menacing look. However, up at the Labo face, something else is going on. As Nami, Usopp, and Chopper are alerted by spider legs coming up. Uh-oh. We see Usopp arming himself with his kanabo as he's like, "Wait, what is that? Something's coming up! Look!" And Chopper's like, "Is it a crab? Please let it be just a crab." Not it. On the page. Wait, what page am I on? Hang on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Might be on page 14 now. I don't know. Let's see. This ain't good. This is not good. So, back over to Bonnie and Frankie and Atlas. The giant that was carrying Kuma, I believe, suddenly got cut as someone hollers out a giant. They look over and see a menacing Ethan Baron in a shadowy silhouette. As they're like, "Who is that?" Now then, however, cutting over to the Labo phase at Punk Records, we hear Shaka through the transmission saying like, "Stella, there's only 1 minute left." Understood. We see Marcus Mars back to his human form saying like, "So this is it. You just can't catch a break, can you, Vegapunk?" As we see the triangular transponder snail just being like, "See." However, Marcus Mars seems to stop as he notices something, which I don't know what he's looking at. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the chapter. I don't see anything that indicates a break. Alright, looks like that's it. So let's do a review, shall we? So, Ethan Baron pretty much cuts down all the pacifistas as he's talking about how Bonnie can't have this kind of power. And we also see the Giants escaping. We see that Frankie and Bonnie was kind of able to take care of the 3 Vice Admirals. So that's good for them. We see that York and Mars found the recording room. And despite Marcus Mars destroying the screen and stuff, he wasn't able to stop the transmission, my bad. Which Chief protests about destroying any more of the Labo phase. They then realize that there is probably a transponder snail up in Punk Records, which they fly up there. Stussy mentions about how she's going to do one final mission and going to try to either stop Marcus Mars or something. Don't know. We see Edison talking to the Straw Hat, saying about how they need to get through the Frontier Dome, and he decides to sacrifice himself in order to make a hole into the Frontier Dome. So we're now down to Atlas, York, and Lilith. Ain't that something? Back over to Luffy. He was able to stop Chew Peter from going all Kirby on them, but he ends up losing his power in Gear 5. However, Luffy gets back his energy thanks to Broggy. Yeah, Broggy. Which he goes to attack Warcry, who's going after him, but he gets burned in the process. Now we see that Shu Peter is coming up to go after Usopp, Nami, and Chopper, while Ethan Barron is after Atlas, Bonnie, and Frankie. And last but not least, we see that Marcus Mars has found the transponder still, but something catches his eye instead. So, what does this mean for the next chapter? Well, first off, I thought we were going to see the giant in this chapter, but I guess not. You know, the giant robot that's right here on my side. But I guess not. What does this mean for the next chapter? Well, obviously something's going to catch Marcus Mars' eye, which I don't know if he's going to stop the transponder still, but I don't know if that's going to stop the transmission. Although knowing Oda, he's probably going to make some kind of plot twist. It would be cool if he did like a live stream to show like what's going on Egghead Island. Like somehow twist it up as a way to where the past recording talked about what he's speculating what's happening on the Egghead Island right now. That would be really cool. Plus that really show his IQ. Now then, we're gonna see a fight between Usopp, Nami, and Chopper with Saturn, which that's gonna be something. Well, maybe not a fight with them. Maybe Zoro and Shinbei will arrive in time and hold off Saint Saturn. Yeah, that'd be a cool fight. And we're also gonna see Ethan Barron going off against Frankie and Bonnie and them. But I believe that Sanchi will arrive in time and be able to kind of stop Ethan Barron. So that'd be pretty cool. As for the Iron Giant, I could see him attacking the warships to keep Elbaf's ship safe and sound. But these are just my speculations. And I want to know what you guys think as well. How do you think this next chapter is going to go? And what do you think of this chapter? You think it's pretty cool? Let me know in the comment section. But anyways, boy, my throat is hurting and stuff. Anyways, so that's pretty much it for this stream. So with that, thank you all for coming on this fantastic One Piece chapter reaction stream. I hope y'all had as much fun inside this. We got to react to 1112 and seeing what's going on with Luffy and everyone else. Although right now it's not the best situation for them, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. And if you wish to see more of these, please leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you're able to see all my clips. Check me out on Twitter, aka X, as that's where I do my announcements and pools. And check me out on Twitch, as that's also where I do some of my streaming. And with that, I bid this show adieu. So long. See ya. Bye-bye. See you later, alligators. Oh, and one more thing. I'll be doing a JJK stream reaction in the next 30 minutes. So hang around, okay? So anyways, bye.